G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, it is the final day of week 1 of bringing you the best 18 predictions for every NRL team. We're at day 7, which means we're up to Melbourne Storm. I'm very excited to jump in and do the Melbourne Storm lineup. As you can see, we've got Jahrome Hughes as our poster boy for this one. Now, this one is going to probably cause a little bit of controversy, especially around the bench. Outside of that, I think most people will agree. If you're a Melbourne Storm fan, let me know in the comments and let me know if you agree or disagree. If you're an NRL fan, I'd love to hear from you as well. All right, guys, but before we get into this one, remember, leave that like and subscribe. It really helps the growth of the channel and all that good stuff. So, here's the team list. I'm ready. Drop me a comment below now because I'm ready. I'm ready to cop it. But let me get to my explanation first, okay? So, fullback Ryan Papenhuyzen. Obviously, if he's fit, he's playing fullback. No doubt in my mind about that. The wingers, Xavier Cates and Willie Warbrick. The centres. Now, this one might be a little bit controversial, but we've heard Justin Olam is probably not going to be with the Melbourne Storm next season, especially if they can get a deal done with the West Tigers, which would definitely change up this team a lot. But I'm not including him in my 18-man squad anyway. I'm going with Nick Meaney and Raina Smith. I just think both of those players give a little bit more at this point of time. Olam is making a lot of errors and a lot of poor defensive reads as well. So I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't. But I don't expect to see him suit up for the Melbourne Storm unless he absolutely kills it in the preseason. My halves speak for themselves. Cam Munster, Jahrome Hughes. My front rowers. Now, this is where a lot of people differed. So I've obviously got Christian Welch and Tui Kamika. A lot of people had Tui at lock with Nelson Asofa-Solomona starting in the front row. Now, I disagree with that, and I'll get to Nelson when we get to our bench. But I think Welsh has to be there. I think Grant, obviously, is the pick there for the number 9. Kamika, I'd be okay for him to come off the bench, but I think he's going to start in the front row, and I'll explain why when we get to the bench. Ali Katoa and Loiero, they'll be the second rowers. I very much doubt there'll be anybody else. Maybe Howarth, but I doubt it. Joshy King will be the lock. Look, does he set the world on fire at lock? Absolutely not. But he's what the Storm need, in my opinion. He's a tough guy that makes 40 tackles with no misses every single week. And he does that hard stuff that a lot of players don't want to be doing. So I think he is a key part to that Storm side. I think he's got to stay at lock. My subs. Now, this is where it's going to get very, very interesting. So we'll get to the two very controversial ones in a second. Nelson Asofa-Solomona is definitely somebody that I think needs to come off the bench. You could probably play him for 50 minutes off the bench, to be fair. The impact he brings off the bench when the other team's forwards are tired is just, it's incredible. And I think that's what Storm will use in 2024. Aaron Pene, he deserves to be in the Storm squad somewhere, so I've got him on my bench there. Now, Sua Fa'alongo. I generally believe Sua needs to be in this team somewhere, and I think he will come off the bench for the Storm. We obviously know Harry Grant can play 80 minutes. Unless Storm want to play Garlic for the first 10, 15 and then bring Grant on, which they probably could do. I think Garlic misses out and he'll be named as the 18th man. Grant will play 80 minutes for the Storm this season, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Again, guys, let me know if you disagree, but I think we will see Garlic miss out on the 17. He'll be there as the 18th man. Fa'alongo will be one of the utilities off the bench. And Jack Howarth will, I think, get some game time off the bench. I know I'm going to cop it from a lot of you guys, but I genuinely believe they're going to put a lot of faith in Howarth this year, and I think he will probably get a bit of game time there, whether it be around that second row or maybe even at a pinch in the centres. I doubt it, but I think he'll get a bit of game time, maybe 20 minutes. If Loiero or Katoa are tired or get injured, he'll slot into that second row. But guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up the Melbourne Storm portion of this. Thank you so much for the support in week 1. I really do appreciate it. Remember, guys, a like and a subscribe goes a long way to help me grow my channel. And I can't do that without your amazing support. So thank you all so much for the support on week 1. We're now going through to week 2, where I think we'll start with the Warriors probably. Either the Warriors or the Knights, I don't know. We'll have a look. But yeah, thank you all so much once again. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.